Almost a little over a year ago, I had lost all monetization on my channel. This was a huge shock and deal to me at the time because all the revenue and supplies I managed to gather to make my content better was all based and paid all thanks to YouTube. The content, supplies, equipment you see here were all thanks to YouTube. If it weren't for me being monetized and having you guys watch me back in the day, I'd probably still be filming on my Samsung S or a phone that I'd have to bribe my parents to get. A lot of things that a regular person would get or have their parents get, I had to get myself with my own money. But because YouTube had demonetized my channel, I can't do that. The timing of me losing monetization was the same era where I was considered a dead channel, and by having my Twitter account falsely suspended around a few months before, it definitely didn't make it any better. I had lost motivation to continue making videos. I had been losing left and right on social media. Not only having my channel lose monetization, but also not having it branch to a wider, newer audience. Being consistently called a dead channel at the time, going nowhere it seemed. When this happened, I quickly tried to contact Team YouTube on Twitter, because I'm a small channel that doesn't have 100k, so I sadly cannot email them directly. However, they exclaimed to me how this was a temporary thing. It's the middle of 2020, and I still don't have it. Unfortunate timing, because now their reasoning for being slow is because of COVID-19. At this point, I'm losing my patience. Imagine if this were my full-time job, where my livelihood was dependent on YouTube. My reaction definitely looked like a toddler response, but it was frustrating. Obviously, I don't do YouTube solely for the money, because I still upload videos and I actually have fun doing this. I had gotten suggestions to upload weekly, to have a schedule, and how that'll grow my audience and help me reach my watch time, even though back then that wasn't the case. So in the beginning of 2020, I decided to upload videos once per week, which ended up not changing at all. I didn't grow big, my watch time didn't change at all, and I was still at 2k subs than I was at the start of the year. This entire cycle was bullshit, and I did it to prove them wrong. Clearly, I wasn't lucky to please the algorithm. After literally almost 2 years of being demonetized, I asked them one last time. I got a completely different response that it felt very odd. According to their database, I do follow the YouTube Partner Program, but for their security purposes, because I had gone before they implemented their 4-hour coordinates, I hope I said that right, I have to get 4k hours again. But luckily, YouTube is giving me a boost and a head start. The head start was pretty big, but to gain an extra 700 watch time hour was gonna be difficult. I didn't want to cop out and upload daily just to get a few extra watch time hours. That probably isn't gonna work again. As time went on, I've slowly been losing these public watch time hours, falling under 3k, not ever branching to a new audience, losing more motivation. This, to some, may be over-dramatized, and now I can get a real job instead of spending my ass all day on the computer editing a video. However, a while back, in like 2016, I had recently quit my job because I was making far more money than my actual job. Dumb decision, I'm aware. But it was something that I loved doing, and that's what I focused on more. I can easily be criticized for how I'm acting in this video, and I'm aware. But re-hitting 4,000 watch time hours on something that I've already followed and a part of is just obscured. Luckily, I'm still in college, so my parents don't mind me living in the household until I'm done with school. By only relying, having who knows what's left on my YouTube revenue and sponsors, having to re-hit a milestone I've already hit is crazy and outright stupid, I think. But hey, I'm just a small channel that doesn't have that strong of a fan base, so I'm just thrown under the rug at this point. This still isn't gonna stop me from making YouTube videos. I mean, hell, I'm still doing it to this day. I love making videos for you guys, and editing in general. This is something that I want to turn into a career, video editing and cinematography. I always knew not to rely heavily on YouTube, but I didn't think it would be this bad. Actually, no, I probably did. Point is, it's not going to stop me, and I'm going to continue on with the next project that I have in line. Oh yeah, and I never got an explanation on how or why I got demonetized. I got demonetized because of my videos that were 10 years old, making me under the age of 18. Apparently these videos work so well for the algorithm that it somehow tricked YouTube's system that these 10-year-old videos were apparently recent or are apparently the age of who I am today. I'm not quite entirely sure. I still don't understand how the number 2 most visited website is this incompetent.